Time for Fox Carolina weather. Weather Rate certified most accurate local forecast.
And you are going to need the shades this weekend. It is going to be a beautiful one, just a little bit on the hot side. Highs approaching 90 in the upstate on Saturday. We're going to be lowering rain chances, only about a 20% chance of a shower or storm. And we didn't see a ton of rain today, but we're still getting some heavy downpours in parts of our area. Eastern Spartanburg County over toward Cherokee County, even a small part of Union County getting in on some of this. Some heavier downpours just south of Gaffney, moving away from Packlet. This is all going to slowly drift off toward the east. And this is the last of it, and it really should slowly weaken as we've lost the heat of the day. Once this is done, we're done with the rain for overnight, and then tomorrow is going to bring very sparse rain activity. It is 73, rain cooled in Spartanburg, still holding on to 80 though in Greenville, 73 in Asheville, 76 for Clemson. As we start tomorrow, temperatures in the upper 60s, but we'll make it to 90, slight chance of rain. So great pool day, great day to be out at the lake around any kind of body of water where you can cool off. 86, a slight chance for rain in the mountains. As we rate the day on the Carolina Sky Meter, since it's such a low rain chance, we're going almost all the way with a 9. Couldn't give it a perfect 10 with temperatures a little above normal for this time of year. Now I want to bring you to Tropical Storm Cristobal. It's moving through the Gulf of Mexico. It's finally reemerged. In fact, you can kind of see the path it took. It got into the Gulf and then came back into Mexico and Guatemala, and now is moving off toward the north and will eventually make it closer to Louisiana as we head into the next couple of days. Now, again, when something's coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, we can often feel impacts, especially if the storm begins to veer a little bit our direction. We can end up with rain, even tornado threats, things like that. But the good news with this one, computer models in excellent agreement about keeping this storm well off to our west through Arkansas. Again, here we are, moves through Louisiana, Arkansas, and then ultimately kind of gets absorbed by a system well to the north that's going to help to pick it on up. So here's a look at the official forecast track. Tropical storm, there'll be a strong one as it approaches the Louisiana coast on Sunday morning. Sunday evening, expecting this to make landfall likely as a borderline Category 1 hurricane, most likely a strong tropical storm. And then it's going to move onshore and eventually develop into a remnant low, meaning it will have lost its tropical characteristics, but will still have some circulation as it's approaching areas like Chicago. But it's basically going to combine with another upper level system and then move on off. So good news is we're not going to see any major impacts out of it. But here's a look at the latest when it comes to our wind particles. We can really plot this well with our in-house model. And you can see that circulation just south of New Orleans as of 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. And then look at this onshore flow coming in. There could be some pretty significant storm surge with this storm, especially if it approaches at just the right angle. So could see some flooding across the Big Easy, and then heavier rain will spread farther to the north. Now for us, if we're going to feel any kind of tropical impacts, it would be middle of next week. It'd be when that upper level system that absorbs the storm moves eastward and drags a cold front into our area. So certainly not a direct impact, but might get a little tropical influence when it comes to the heavier rain toward Wednesday and Thursday. This weekend in the upstate, we'll be looking at slight chance of rain. Same thing in the mountains, mid 80s. It gets a little bit cooler early next week and fairly dry until we hit Wednesday into Thursday. Of course, you can always download the Fox Carolina News app to keep up with all of this throughout the weekend.